Hi, this is Leonard. Welcome back to Josin Translation YouTube channel. So, today we are coming back to you with a new video. Are you ready for learning English? And this video will help you get to know English phrases which some native speakers often use. And before we start, make sure that you click the red button below, subscribe our channel, and also you could drop down your comments on a comment box below, and don't forget to give us like, and also don't forget to share this video. Okay, are you ready to get started? Yes, let's get started. So, bicara soal phrasal verb, kita bisa mulai dari yang pertama. Menerima banyak tanggung jawab atau mengemban. Wow, kata ini sering dipakai saat kamu dapat tugas, kamu dapat mandat, kamu dapat tanggung jawab, dan gimana kamu bisa mengatakannya? Casual way-nya, common spoken word yang biasa kita gunakan literally have a responsibility more than one. But actually, in phrasal verb or in collocations, you can use to bite off. To bite off. For example, nobody in my class wanted to be a class chief because there would so much he should bite off. Nobody in my class wanted to be a class chief because there would be so much he should bite off. Tidak ada seorang pun di kelas yang mau menjadi ketua kelas karena akan ada banyak hal yang harus ia emban. And then the following here, membedakan. Membedakan. Usually we say differentiate. Okay, it's literally correct, but somehow we can use some phrase form to make it more casual. Kita bisa gunakan to tell apart. To tell apart. For example, these both copy and original books are alike. Can you tell them apart? These both copy and original books are alike. Can you tell me them apart? Baik buku salina dan asli ini mirip-mirip. Bisakah kamu membedakannya? And also you can say tell the difference. Itu juga berarti membedakan. Lalu kesemuanya atau secara keseluruhan, kamu bisa gunakan kata all in all. All in all. Biasanya kita taruh di depan sebagai penghubung seperti itu. All in all, this seminar ran well, although there were a few problems. All in all, this seminar ran well, although there were a few problems. Secara keseluruhan, seminar berjalan lancar meskipun ada beberapa masalah. Lalu selanjutnya, membagikan atau pingsan. Nah, ada beberapa kata yang bisa kita pakai. Untuk kata membagikan biasanya kita gunakan kata distribute. Untuk kata pingsan biasanya kita gunakan lose consciousness. Kita bisa gunakan satu kata aja, yaitu pass out. To pass out. Atau to hand out untuk kata membagikan. Contohnya, please hand out these announcement papers to all students. Please hand out these announcement papers to all students. Tolong bagikan kertas-kertas pengumuman ini ke seluruh murid. Lalu kemudian untuk kata pingsan, kamu bisa gunakan kata ini juga. I heard Rami pass out. Was it right? I heard Rami pass out. Was it right? Aku dengar Romi pingsan. Apakah itu benar? Selanjutnya, cukup. Biasanya untuk hidangan, makanan, atau bisa juga kita sebut berputar ataupun berkeliling. Nah, kira-kira apa sih bahasa Inggrisnya? Untuk kata cukup biasanya kita sebut enough. Untuk kata berputar dalam serving table biasanya kita gunakan circulate or move from place to place. Nah, tetapi kita bisa gunakan kata to go around. To go around. For example, I'm surprised the food is not going around for all attendants. I'm surprised the food is not going around for all attendants. Aku terkejut makanannya nggak cukup untuk semua hadirin. Lalu selanjutnya, you should open the door. The air is not going around well. You should open the door. The air is not going around well. Kamu sebaiknya membuka pintunya. Udaranya nggak bersirkulasi dengan baik atau berputar. Lalu selanjutnya, wanna go around with me? Wanna go around with me? Mau berkeliling sama aku? Lalu, menghalangi atau bikin gak nyaman. Enak nih. Kira-kira bahasa Inggrisnya apa? To be in one's way. Atau common spoken word-nya to block or obstruct, atau to cause inconvenience. Contohnya begini, how could I get to home on time if the demonstrations are in the way? How could I get to home on time if the demonstration are in the way? Bagaimana bisa aku pulang tepat waktu kalau demo ini menghalangi? Atau, he had a good intention helping us finish our work, but he was actually in our way. He had a good intention helping us finish our work, but he was actually in our way. Dia punya niat baik membantu kita menyelesaikan pekerjaan, tapi dia sebenarnya bikin gak nyaman. Selanjutnya, menampilkan, meraih biasanya berat badan. Common spoken word-nya bisa kita gunakan to gain or to perform. Tetapi di sini kita bisa gunakan kata put on, to put on. For example, my target is to put 10 kilograms on. Okay? My target is to put 10 kilogram on. Targetku itu mendapatkan 10 kilogram berat badan. Or, Risa and Aurora put on the reading poetry very well. Risa and Aurora put on the reading poetry very well. Risa dan Rara menampilkan pembacaan puisi dengan sangat-sangat baik. Selanjutnya, mentolerir. Mentolerir atau menerima. Biasanya ya saat orang lain melakukan kesalahan dan kita mencoba untuk mentolerir atau ya menerimanya seperti itu. Kita bisa gunakan kata put up. Put up, okay? Common spoken word-nya to tolerate or to accept willingly. For example, I couldn't put up with her attitude any longer. I couldn't put up with her attitude any longer. Aku nggak bisa lagi mentolerir tingkahnya. And also, can you please turn down your music volume? I can't put up with it while I'm studying. Can you please turn down your music volume? I can't put up with it while I'm studying. Bisa nggak kamu turunin suara musiknya? Aku nggak bisa menerimanya sembari belajar. Lalu selanjutnya, nggak guna, percuma, atau sia-sia. Kita bisa gunakan in vain. Common spoken word-nya adalah useless. For example, I warned him to not act impolitely, but he didn't listen. It was in vain. I warned him to not act impolitely, but he didn't listen. It was in vain. Aku memperingatkannya untuk tidak bersikap nggak sopan, tapi dia nggak mendengarkan, ya sia-sia aja. Menyusul. Catch up. The student was absent from class so long that it took her a long time to catch up. The student was absent from class so long that it took her a longer time to catch up. Murid itu nggak berangkat lama sekali, sehingga butuh waktu lama untuk menyusul. Lalu selanjutnya, anteng, atau diam, nggak bergerak. In a common spoken word, kita biasa gunakan not to move. But here, in a collocation, we can use to hold still. Please hold still while I adjust your tie. Please hold still while I adjust your tie. Anteng deh selagi aku benerin dasimu. Lalu selanjutnya, mulai obrolan atau memberikan usulan. Usually, we say introduce a topic. But here in a collocation form, we can use bring up. To bring up. Anybody wants to bring up a new idea to figure out this problem? Anybody wants to bring up a new idea to figure out this problem? Ada yang mau mengusulkan gagasan baru untuk menyelesaikan masalah ini? So, these are examples of collocation that you can use in your speaking practice. I hope this video helped you guys. And surely we are going to wait for you, looking forward to your improvement in the following video. So, thank you so much for your participation watching this video, and don't forget to keep updating our video. See ya, international and sociable people. Bye! Daftar sekarang juga program fundamental dari Josin Online English Course. Program yang akan membantu kamu belajar bahasa Inggris benar-benar dari dasar. Dengan mengikuti program ini, kamu akan dapatkan berbagai macam benefit, mulai dari waktu, sistem belajar, dan juga tutor yang berpengalaman. Tunggu apa lagi? Karena kamu butuh belajarnya saat ini, maka daftar sekarang juga. Info ada di bawah, cek deskripsi. See ya!